What is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven, back with some more Hearthstone Battlegrounds, and I think for today I will have the tracker pop up here, but I don't think I'm going to use it as we pick up Dr. Holli'dae for the first time. I'm still getting used to some of the things going on in Season 6 of Battlegrounds, and I think that's a good thing. Actually, I think that there's something fun about the discovery process in video games. It's one of my favorite things, and it's something that you can't get back. You can't close that door. So I'm going to try to avoid this as much as I can and just say, oh, look at that. That's cool. If it happens. And if it doesn't happen, then we'll discover it down the line. But I don't think I want to use this like super aggressively. But the combat percentages are nice, and maybe I will decide to pick it up. Like in the last video, I learned that the cultist is still in the game.
7 fresh
and
opponents. Are you ready?
The interesting thing about that, this is beautiful. Yeah, sounds great. Okay. That's a lot of econ for turn 1 for a hero that already has a bunch of econ. We'll probably level up and then get another tavern spell next turn. Can't come up with a reason not to do that, so I think we're going to do that next turn. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, here's what I was saying. So say I just looked up and saw that the cultist was there. I might not have committed that to memory. I don't know. It's tough because like you can't prove it not being there. Part of the reason I started to think it was gone was because I was rolling for a long time and not finding it. So that part's a little bit awkward. Let's use this gold coin, find a new spell. I think it's worth it. We've got the Elemental. We'll just hang on to them apples though. That is definitely not a super powerful one, but we can sell through the Elemental entirely next turn, and that will allow me to pick up 2 things while still using the hero power, or I just level up next turn. That could also be good. It depends what the spell is in the shop, too. If we get a good 2-cost spell, then we could just wind up playing that. Alright, we'll take a little bit of damage here from Zorelia. But that's fine. I guess they bought a spell and used their hero power or something.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Yeah, so that's definitely a reasonable spell. Yeah, let's just use this. Cast this first. Cool. And then I'll get another random spell. Should have done that first in case I found another. I'm going to grab more cobblings. Should have done the spell first in case I got another pair of apples. That could have been cool. I could lock here for these ones. I'm not super interested in that.
You are not out of this yet.
These are pretty nice cards. But the fact that they had 1 health to begin with kind of means that they don't really benefit that much from having a whole bunch of extra health on top of that. We are going to get to hit for a nice little chunk of damage, though. That's kind of cool. And I've got a Fortify in hand. So, might sell through Elemental to cast a spell, unless we find a 2-cost spell.
Really pulled their weight.
Oh, you know what? Let's just level up and get a spell. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So giving both of my Mana Sabers +3/+2 is certainly an option. It's pretty good tempo. But I am considering it Yeah, I think it's fine. So one other thing kind of on the topic of discovery. I will... So, let me check the date. When is this coming out? This is coming out, I believe, on the 17th. So on Wednesday, Fairy Tale Fables is starting the process of opening up its beta, which is kind of a weird thing, but they're doing a temporary closed beta event followed by the open beta. I'm very much planning on participating in that with videos, streams, etc. It is currently 12:16. I have not played the game. And the sole reason for that is because I want to experience it with chat, with while making content around it, because I'm only going to get that experience of playing it for the first time once. And I want that to be captured. That's part of the reason I haven't played Backpack Battles. I actually found out about the game very early on, probably before most of you had heard about it, but I was sick for a little bit. Let's just do something here. I'm going to buy both of the dragons, I think. Try to use that to win the fight. Seems like it could be reasonable.
Have a good battle,
It's not a super strong position that I'm currently in. Yeah, we lose this fight. That attacked here, that could have actually been pretty good for me. But yeah, now I just lose this fight incredibly so. Oh well. But yeah, I think I made most of the point that I was angling to make there. Kind of distracted myself from playing this game, but it was something that I wanted to talk about. I want to experience games, you know. So it's kind of weird, like, it's awkward in some capacities to hold myself back from playing the games at all because I want to make content around them, and, like, of course, making content isn't the most important thing, right? But it's also how I personally kind of trick myself into feeling like I'm being productive, even though I'm just playing video games. We can roll here and maybe buy something after that. Death Rattle get a random tavern spell. I do think it's probably worth it. Maybe I'll just sell through these and use my hasty excavation. I don't think I want to use the reckless investment and then have to sell something else and then, like, waste a gold. That feels very bad to buy this and waste a gold in the same turn. I think I mostly made every point that I wanted to make. I'm trying to think, but yeah. Fairy Tale Fables coming out soon. So if you don't exactly know what I'm talking about, it's basically just I think the way that they've put it is it is a game made by people that love Storybook Brawl. It's Storybook Brawl. With a few changes, some things more or less directly ripped from Storybook Brawl. Some things changed in different capacities. But it's Storybook Brawl, and it is entering open beta on December 23rd. Starting on December 20th, though, I'll be streaming it, producing content for it, and you'll be able to win keys to participate in the limited closed beta. And I should say this too, I've had a beta key of the game for a few months now, at the very least. Shout outs to Duke Silver, who was who provided me with a beta key. These have no type, right? still think I want them. They're Divine Shield, and we've got a few ways to generate copies of things. And then I might just level up with this.
Great. Let's get some better minions.
And Tavern Spell. Friendly minion of each type. So that's just Beast and Dragon right now. Probably just sell through the 5/5, roll. Both of these are pretty good. This is just a lot of stats. $2 gold next turn. Let's just keep on leveling up. We'll see where that takes me, because I'm not super tied to doing anything specific right now. Yeah, I've had a beta key for a while. I kind of don't really want to pump this. I'll take 2 extra gold, though. And just haven't used it because I didn't know... Well, I'm not allowed to. You could play the game and contribute, which generally I'm not, like, the biggest fan of. I want the game to be as good as it can, but it's also not really my responsibility, I feel like, to be contributing to developers. If they wanted to pay me, then I would. But I kind of just don't like the idea of working for free. So I don't really contribute to private discussions, I guess you could say. But if I can contribute to content, then, or like make content out of it, then I will share my thoughts on different games. It's just how I feel about it in general. But, you know, if you want my insights, you can hire me. So yeah, new game coming out. New auto battler. Might interest you if you like this one. Might not, but might do. So I have 10 gold only this turn? I thought I cast that thing that gave me 2 extra gold. Let's see, how does this change? Nope, okay. I do not have 2 extra gold then, fair enough. I really have no clue what I'm doing.
It's good to get some minions in play.
Maybe a cool tier 5 reward could be cool. We got some scam. We got trigger death rattles. That gets me an additional spore bat. I honestly have not been paying attention at all to what's been going on in this one. Might have to just like go next, start a new game, because I've been... That's not bad. Maybe I'm supposed to pick up Elemental here. I'll just go Ritual of Growth, I think. Because I get 2 shots at 5s.
I am one with the thorns.
I like the Gentle Ginny too.
You're down a minion and up a gold.
It's fine. I think it was probably pretty bad play. Alright, they're going to crack into my Mana Saber. Not a great attack for me. Neozao's giving me 77% chance to win. That's kind of crazy. Doesn't seem right either. It's going to give both of these Divine Shields. Maybe that's how I'm winning. Just the Divine Shield on the Proto-Whelp, plus Divine Shield on everything else. Suppose it's possible. Okay. It's a tie. Oh, it was still a win, actually. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Wasn't paying attention. Just refusing to pay attention in this video. And we'll see how far we can get with that attitude. Give a friendly minion a bunch of stats and taunt. Kind of don't hate taunt on this thing. It's a lot of stats. I think I'm getting rid of this now. I'd like to maybe triple this thing. Giving this Reborn kind of cool. Can't afford to buy this. Let's see what my spell is here, too. Okay. Yeah, I'll cast this now. Gives me 2 5s. Which is a Drake. And also a Seafarer. This card seems cool. I want to play around it at some point. Do you buy 3? I kind of want to get rid of this. Alright, that's reasonable. What else do I have? Discover a battle cry. Well, I like the triple. Getting rid of this just means my misplaced T is more likely to land on Niazao. So that's why I was eyeing that up. I do like, for each spell I've cast this game, get bigger. Let's just start casting some T-sets. And I'll grab this. So I think that gave me a pretty nice amount of additional stats here. Plus we get to scam that. So these things seem good, and then we get to kind of deal with the Worgen a little bit there. And then we should get the Divine Shield reset at some point here, too. It took a little bit longer, and we got one of the Divine Shields on the Cubs. So I suppose that's not great. Okay, and then we actually more or less lose here, right? Oh, it gave itself Divine Shield. Nice, nice, nice. 88% to win. Should have looked at that. So, I don't really know how we've done this, but we've snuck into the top 4, at least for now. Battle Cries trigger twice. Discover a Battle Cry. And then get rid of the Spore Bat, finally. Let's see what Battle Cry I discover. Alright, Jug. Basically only costs 2. Yeah, let's see what we can do with it. Oh, I should have seen what this spell was first. Okay. So what I'd love to do now is Devour. This might not be bad, though. Just for a reasonable Divine Shield. I do have a Beast. Don't care about end of turn effects. Don't really have dragons. Oh, this will trigger twice. Cool. All right, we're gonna play a few Felementals. Should have maybe bought Leaf. I'll buy it now, sure. This only gives the stats to an elemental. This is an elemental, though. Sure. Tavern Tempest is fine, though I might just go for Staff instead. This is a Beast. Maybe I just go for the Jug and hope that Jug lands on Niazao a few times. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. And yeah, I still want Mana Saber to die early. I could do this, but I think this is fine. Transmuted Bramble Witch is way huger than a Transmuted Bramble Witch needs to be. Kind of silly. But I guess it works. We just have to clear this Frostling 99% to win. Yeah, just gotta get through the Frostling and the combat should be easy enough. This will give me a bunch of divine shields, some of which go on the coupling. And then we take out their big dude. So, okay, like, I'm making it to top 4 just by, like, turning it around and kind of paying it attention. Now I'm in the top 2.
Nice work out
So
there.
this is
Keep up the
fine,
pressure.
but this is quite silly. I think I want to find more fungi, because that seems like a pretty reasonably big thing. Though I'm also somewhat tempted to just go for the dragon that eats things. Is that called Peckish Fiendrake? Most common thing is a beast. Don't really care about beasts. Don't even have a demon to mind muck onto. So that's kind of annoying. Again, that's still pretty good. There it is. This, I think, is just a huge amount of stats. So I'm kind of into this. How much stats is that, baby? Yeah, 4155. That's a really good thing to throw a Divine Shield onto. And then probably don't want to give it Taunt. Could throw out a Wildfire Elemental cutting the Emerald Proto-Whelp. I think I'm just going to grab +8/+8 and Taunt for... I don't know, it feels like that should probably go on the Proto-Whelp at this point, but then, like, how am I improving the board from here on out? I'm not really doing so. So I think I kind of want to roll and then sell Proto-Whelp for another Felddrake, if possible. If they'll let me. No, they won't. So I guess I'll roll it down and look for Felddrake.
Better hire a recruit while you
Don't hit. Definitely not going to be overconfident here. Amber Guardian's somewhat reasonable. I guess I'll do this. This is like a bumper for Bramble Witch. That doesn't really make any sense. Maybe I should put Felddrake more towards the start.
Great out there.
But I want it to definitely be alive and grab a Divine Shield. Yeah, okay, kind of a mistake here then. But this still gets to kill something. And it does, and then we still take out this thing, which will take out the Cultist, which doesn't get to resummon anything. So I just have to deal with Gas Coiler, 100% to win, 99.9% to lethal. Just have to battle through this Gift Horse, which might or might not happen. Alright, looks like it will. And that's a win and a kill. That might get me into top 4. Kind of a wacky game. Kind of... I don't know. Kind of hate it. I was looking at the clock at one point to see if I would play another one, but now I'm in the top 3. That's just beginning of the season. That's what's just going to happen. Might still play another one after this. I think I just want to, like, roll and find, like... Divine Shield, find more Scam, replace this with some Scam or something maybe, or with a Peckish Felddrake. Yeah, let's see what this is first. Set your armor to 5, I'll take that. Wha-bam! Alright, 2 big dragons... And then can make a random minion in the Tavern Golden. I'm not sure that that is going to be super useful, but this is obviously quite good. And could replace my Mana Saber, or could possibly replace Feyrix. Though I'm not totally off of Feyrix. I could see taking the Free Flying Feathermane. I don't think I'm going to go for this, but I do think I want a Fungus. And I do have to decide if I just want a little bit more stats onto various dragons. And I think I do. I think I'll put it on this dragon, though, so that way this one still has a higher chance to find Divine Shield. And then next turn, I'm probably just going to sell through Niuzao, because it's just too tiny. And then I'll get second to Bazheil. That seems fine to me. We'll take a second place. Video wound up being long enough because we did get to second. Theoretically, we're in second place here. I won't say it's guaranteed. We could certainly lose this fight here as well. We're reasonably large with these Divine Shields helping out a considerable amount, but I won't say I'm like super confident here just yet. 84% to win, 75% to lethal, so I'm allowed to feel a little confident. Let's see how it shakes out here. Drake on the Elemental is what I was looking for. No, they might be able to survive here now. What is this? Nope, still dead. Alright, to the finals we go. Just continue grabbing free spells here. Not free, but cheap. Never mind. I'm no longer grabbing free spells here. Yeah, sure.
Looks like you can get a
Alrighty. Felddrake into a triple is pretty cool. That's a big, big minion. I think I'd like to roll because it eats 6.
Well, aren't you a diamond in the rough?
So this allows me to eat the entire tavern here, get a tier 6 discovery. So I do have 3 taunt characters and could make a 4th. It seems like scaling at this stage of the game is certainly a trap, but I mean, this is just the most stats I can play this turn. So let's play it. This is technically more stats, but I'll cut the Niuzao. And I'll lock on to Defender's Rights, I think. Actually, maybe I don't, because I'm going to sell through Walking Fort next turn, I think. I kind of like Mad Matador if I didn't already have so many taunted characters. I think I need different scam than that.
You're doing great out there.
Bramble Witch in the 3rd attacking position might be a little bit late. We'll find out. My opponent has a big Divine Shield. We do get to gobble up their Insatiable or Zool, though. And then Transmuted Bramble Witch can maybe take out something else nice. And they're going to have a little bit of trouble still taking out my Peckish Felddrake, but now they will probably have no trouble taking me out. But I don't believe I'm dead here. No, definitely not dead, especially with that extra 5 armor. Might have been what saved me here. Yeah, I take 14. So I do get to live another day. My camera does not, though. Camera's down. Definitely went Bramble Witch first. If we could even find a smaller Bramble Witch to be the first attacker, that could be reasonable. So what did they have? Honestly, nothing that's worth 2 gold stealing. Kind of a bummer. So I'm really just looking for some Scamola plus a triple on the Fungus. I don't see a universe where that's ever relevant for me. Nope, we just gotta find some scam. And I don't think I've got it here. So in lieu of scam, yeah, we're just giving it a roll down here then. Discover a buddy. Doesn't really do anything for me. I actually want this to die somewhat early. That's interesting. All right, one final roll. Found nothing, but that's okay. Transmuted Bramble Witch attacking early will make me considerably stronger. But then I still have to dodge the Floating Watcher, which is definitely possible. Yeah, that's actually exactly what I needed. That's really good. 75% to lose it's giving me. But, I mean, there's a way where this can happen. We kind of needed that Divine Shield reset a little bit earlier. Now I think I can no longer win. Wait, no, I win this. Okay, this was a one fight. Easy. Easy. Go here. Hey. Alright. So, okay, just gotta do that a few more times. And hope that my opponent doesn't buy armor too many times in all of that, because I basically just broke through the armor.
You're good at this.
Could spin the wheel. I don't love that. Yeah, that's a good one. Nope, nope, nope. Giving Reborn to something doesn't do anything as far as I can see. It'll just scam itself. I really am just looking for another Bramble Witch. This is kind of cute, but I still have 2 more rolls to find another Bramble Witch, so I don't think I want to give up on that. Yep, just 1 more roll for a Bramble Witch here. We don't find it. Tunnel Blaster could clear their Divine Shield and mine. Doesn't seem super helpful. I'd potentially pay for a new hero power right now, but not gonna lock onto it. And there we go. We gotta find the apparently 17%er again. I don't know if I quite buy that, but yeah, we're definitely not that strong, and the combat definitely went about as lucky as it could have for me. The Cultist is just gonna give them a 3-3. That's not gonna do what they need it to do here. Basically, I need everything else to hit into the Felddrake. Okay, the Felddrake gets the reset, and we'll get another reset here, potentially, if these Cublings get attacked into. Yeah, go there, and then Cubbling? Ah, bummer, bummer. Oh, that wasn't even the hit there yet. Okay, so we lose, we die, we get second, and honestly, it was a reasonable showing. Nothing super crazy, but my first time with Dr. Holli'dae, and those new experiences, as I said, are not replicatable. So we'll always remember this as our first game with Dr. Holli'dae. But for today, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully you'll enjoy watching some Fairy Tale Fables coming up soon. And maybe at some point I'll get around to backpack battles as well. Thanks for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.